Let's return to our top story. And the U.S. National Security Agency accused of spying on millions of French citizens. The NSA has been in the spotlight for many months. The scandal started in June. That's when British newspaper The Guardian published an interview with Edward Snowden, who's a former NSA contractor. And it claimed the NSA was collecting phone records of U.S. citizens. Well, Snowden then revealed the existence of PRISM, and that's a surveillance program giving the NSA access to the central servers of U.S.-based internet companies, including internet giant Google. Google denies involvement. It's then reported the NSA is receiving information from British spy agency GCHQ. It's later alleged the NSA has paid more than $100 million to that British agency. And there have been numerous reports. The NSA has monitored phone calls, it's monitored text messages and emails from almost everywhere, with only Canada, Australia, and New Zealand explicitly exempt. Well, it's reported the agency saves metadata, and that's the connections, in fact, and not the content. Well, the diplomatic fallout from these revelations has been ongoing. Brazil's president accused the NSA of violating international law. France, as well as Germany, have demanded answers. When it was revealed, European embassies and offices had been bugged. And more recently, Mexico has labeled the spying unacceptable as well as illegal. Let's speak to PJ Crowley. He's the former U.S. Assistant Secretary of State. He's joining us live from Washington. Very good to have you with us on the Al Jazeera News Hour. So it's really the extent of these latest allegations that the NSA has been spying on 70 million French citizens that has people very shocked.
Well, I think probably the volume of electronic data that is involved in this may well be surprising, but the fact is that the program is rooted in the collection of information and electronic information, including telephone calls and internet information, geared towards what is happening around the world, and that's the purpose of the program.
So far, let me ask you if you've seen any extraordinary value from this NSA program. Has it revealed anything to you so far?
Well, I mean, the NSA collects signals intelligence, electronic intelligence, and it is focused on collecting that information around the world. You'll remember, for example, in the U.S. justification, for the potential military action against Syria, it was in fact the monitoring of phone call among the Syrian government and Syrian chemical forces that was given as proof of the government's link to the chemical attacks outside of Damascus. So this is one example of how electronic eavesdropping overseas can help. Also, I would say that the French have a similar capability, and France and the United States are intelligence partners. So to the extent that the United States comes across information that is of security interest to the United States, but also of security interest to France, it is in their interest to exchange that information. To give you one other example, you'll remember in the connection with the Boston Marathon bombings in April of this year, it was the Russian government that had come to the United States government and say, hey, there are 2 U.S. citizens in your midst. They have security concerns for us. They have security concerns for you. You might check these guys out. So this information that one country may acquire, but it can be of benefit to another. And the United States and France have a very well-developed intelligence cooperation.
Well, the French, PJ, are coming out now and saying, in fact, this is unacceptable that the United States spies on 70 million of its French citizens. I mean, what do you expect the fallout to be?
Well, certainly it is politically awkward when some of these intelligence activities do come to light. But in terms of the U.S. program and the controversy that you did highlight that exists here, it is what the intelligence community calls hops. You gather information, someone of concern attached to a telephone number, and then you're able to do like 3 hops, and that quickly gets you into hundreds of millions of phone calls or electronic records. So we look at we react to the term millions, but in a world where you have billions or trillions of electronic interactions going on a regular basis, the volume is surprising, but that's an indication of the capability that not only the United States has, but other countries has, to glean through electronic information, looking for the needle in the haystack that tells you there's a security issue of great concern going on.
All right, thank you very much. That's PJ Crowley speaking to us from Washington.